What's up, everyone? Uncle Vince here again with the boys. Ojama Frog back for more Operation Crossfire after taking a unscheduled month off, but we are back again. There's already $200 in the prize pool, so it's going to be a big day again. Yeah, we've got quite a few teams here, so we're going to get this party ready to go here. We're going to get everyone into the lobby. We're missing one player right now from the looks of it, but we're going to get Remove Montero, please. Which is Spa Robo and the Brave Hero versus X Saber and Boniface 7. So how's it going, guys?
It's going great.
I mean, yeah, like that. Taking the one month off or whatever, how long it was, felt way more than that. But excited to get this going again. Excited to cast games again. So
I think it was good to take the 1 month off because it gave Ojama time to grow that glorious flow. Looking good, buddy.
I need to cut my hair, man.
Hey, you never know. In a month from now, we might be able to host land get-togethers. So
yeah.
Offline
are coming back.
MBON?
Nature is healing. We've had people ask us since like last year, probably like around like even July of last year or so. So it's and I think we spoke about that like almost a year ago. So it's good to hopefully see things open up more and do whatever. Like I went out to Korean barbecue last night, so like that's like it's maybe hopefully a sign things come.
All right, so it looks like these teams are getting into the match here. So we're gonna jump right into
so this
it. But it's gonna be good times. It's Remove Montero, please. So it's Spa Robo and the Brave Hero versus X Saber and Boniface 7.
All right. First game of the day for our fifth Operation Crossfire, something like that. So we've got Bale and oh my goodness, it's Bale and Buster versus Barbatos and Barbatos Rex.
Yeah, so this is the comp that they're very well practiced running the ESL. They have gotten first place finish in ESL with this comp. A little bit weird on paper, but they've made it work.
Yeah, I think the idea is you just want Buster to just hang out in the back, and you can be passive if you want to. As you can see him shooting out arrows. The idea is just not to take a lot of damage in the early game. And you're seeing him space out quite well, Boniface. Just with Buster, he's not really getting touched. He's keeping that separation away from both Barbatos characters. So Bale's gonna get knocked down by both Barbatos here. But you can see like a lot of spacing being kept by Boniface. He's doing a good job, and even though Bale's not necessarily doing a lot of work at this point, he is accumulating bursts, and Buster's able to actually, collect some damage. We got some burst from Bale here, and I think he entered in with sub, as he's able to actually land onto Rex, and Rex is able to E-burst out here. And that's something that's notable too, is that you're seeing an E-burst Rex, probably too as a soft counter to this Bale.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Nice read by Rex as well. Recognizing that his partner is probably trying to cut him, and he's able to knock down both characters.
Now there's an option hunt for an overcost here.
I think they want it. Bale wants it.
Yeah, he's looking for it.
Alright, good dodge onto the assist. Still hunting that Barbatos. And he's going to come in here with that AC, but he's going to get a counter burst from S-Burst. He's going to land onto Bale.
They still got to be careful.
Has to be a little bit careful here, though. Yeah. Here comes Bale. I think that is. Oh, he misses.
I think that's a drop.
He got the confirm. That's a whiff, I'm pretty sure. Notable that Buster is on his last life. He's going to get a burst here. Lands on a Rex. So we're going to have an overcosted Rex here. Bale's probably just trying to hunt and find the opportunity. There's the E. Nice melee from Spa Robo there. And he's going to have to go here with 600 because his partner is low here, as he is overcosted. Got an S-Burst. He's probably going to be... Oh, he did land it, so okay. Probably still going to see the S-Burst at some point here, though. There it is. Nice move onto Buster there. Might be able to get down Bale, as Bale does block a Garo and able to get away from Barbados as well. Overheat combo! Oh! So Bale's still alive here. But they are out of resources at this point.
Yeah, this
So
is an
might be
issue.
a tough
No
one to
resources. Bile can't really commit to anything.
That being said, Rex is getting slow.
Oh, nice cover by
Blocked
Buster.
Barbados. And he's gonna overheat into wall,
Oh,
but he's
nice
still
seven
going to
happened.
land onto Bale. Whip on both sides.
So yeah, I
Ran
don't
into
know
a wall,
if that
and
building
Bale.
really-
I
Yeah.
think Bale tried to 6B or something into Barbados, and they both got caught in the building.
I'm not
so.
sure if getting stuck on that building affected the outcome, but it looked unfortunate.
It looked like it bought a little bit more time for.
Yeah,
for
it got him a little
both
bit more
parties
time.
there. So we're going to see a 1-0 from the team Barbados here, as we're going to go into game number 2.
It's not a weird thing to say.
If you're-
Going into game number 2, we were so used to only having game number 1 these days.
I know, right? It's tough, like, because ESL is, just, one match and you move on, but it's nice to see some variations. Some people playing Swiss, some people are playing, double elimination like this tournament will be. Bale still trying to engage onto the opponent. And the other team is cognizant of this because at the end of the day, if they want to win and move on, they're gonna they can't get meleeed here.
Yeah, and they're doing a
Rush
good job.
combo with the tail. Good counter melee from Barbados. And he's gonna jump to go away to safety.
Nice movement.
A little bit
Very good
unfortunate that
defense.
Bale didn't have burst there. And a Garo follow-up as well onto Rex. And you're gonna see probably an F burst from here. There it is.
Wow,
Good
excellent
block by
defense.
Barbados to create separation. Nice cut by Lucas Rex to make sure that his partner didn't take the full damage. So, not a lot of value from that F there, even though there was a lot of engage and a lot of aggression. Gonna go in again to get a CSA confirmed here. And we're here to ride the elevator.
Here we go. Bile's popping off.
That's probably the best sequence he's had all series here. He's gonna force out the E-burst as well. Doesn't get caught by the tail, so that's really nice. Burst from Buster coming in. And he's gotta be careful, he's actually pretty close to Rex here. Yeah, gets caught by the boomerang. But does get the cut from Bale there. Buster's gonna be pretty careful here though, because he is in touch of death range.
Yeah, Barb is gonna come back with an S burst.
I think he just passed Barbatos
Oh,
there.
forced to
There's a
use
double
it.
burst from Barbatos and Bale here. Gets knocked down by the S burst Barbatos though during burst. Bale's gonna make a decision. Pops the E. Let's see what he does as a counter here. Looks like Spa Robo is happy with just staying in range here, not really committing too much, even though he did have an S burst at the end of there. Now both parties are low for Bale and Buster, so a little bit of a tough mountain to climb this time for Bale and Buster, as we get a Garo from Buster to seal the deal.
He sealed the deal on his own partner?
Yeah, that was
Oh no.
You
Oh,
hate to see
no.
it happen.
No.
that was incredible. He lined it up perfectly too. That
It
was
was
crazy.
a 3v1.
That was unfortunate. It happens though.
Oh god. Feels bad, man. I don't know. And what to say besides feels bad, man. So besides that sort of unlucky ending, I think the story of the game really was, Spa Robo. So Bile, when Bile gets those 1v1 situations against the 2K, in theory, Bile should be able to get up to 300 damage on the 2K, right? But it seems like every time that happened, Spa was able to not only escape the situation, but put damage in on Bile. So really good job by Spa in that second game just to keep that ironclad self-defense and just sort of escape the time and situations, not only unharmed, but harming Bile.
I think he also did a good job like keeping that elevation with the BC just to jump up as well, and he had those timely S bursts to keep himself away. So so that was good on them to keep up that defense against Bale as well.
All right, guys. So sorry about that. We've got our next match lined up on stream here. They're gonna jump in here in a moment. We got Zalzi and Pipe versus Wake and Exilus. So that'll be our next match on stream here as we move through the brackets.
That's gonna be a fun one.
Two heavy hitters here.
Yep,
For
and
sure.
on the other side of the bracket, Extreme Fatality beat Spoony Bard. So Extreme Fatality is Sumeragi and not biased at all. They beat the other team, which was Spoony Bards, which was G Shadow and XVS Addict. So there we go.
Okay, interesting developments. So our next match being Zalzite and Weka. You know, Zalzite being the renowned tourney monster, enters every tourney, wins almost as many as he enters. Chicken, former SVO, first place and second place finisher. So definitely pretty close to a nightmare team here. Two very strong players. Weka and Exilus. Weka known as the master player of NA, with Exilus, who has been playing Cubile recently. And in all credit to Exilus, he's one of the few Cubiles, I think, who has discovered how good the melee kit is on that suit. So I would say don't be surprised if you see Exilus really going in on melee, even just to try and get some attention off of Master.
We're gonna get some more melee matchups here as well with Master. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, does the melee defense work out, or is Master going to be able to do the damage and wreak havoc as he would like to?
Mm-hmm. No, I was predicting. I had the inside info because I saw them last night. They were practicing a camp for comp, but it looks like Chicken might opt to go with the Penelope here, which makes sense. If he's anticipating Master, the Penelope is a pretty solid pick.
You know they're probably just thinking of running anti-Master comps
Sure.
here.
Yeah, why you know, Master is a very feast or famine suit. You know, it's a very counter-pickable suit, right? So in the tournament format, if you can counter-pick, why not do it? Take advantage of the format.
That being said, though, if Master is able to get F first, he's able to quite possibly just, you know, return all that damage that he received and make the game even again. So that's also something else to keep an eye on. Even though if let's say Master gets low and he has F burst, it'll be interesting to see what he does with that burst to compensate for the early loss.
Thank you, Senwolf. Shout out to the Gold Gang.
All right, so a little bit early damage just from, you know, random Penelope funnels as well, but I don't think Wake is a whole lot concerned here. And it's not like he has a really hard commit too, because he has Cubile as well as his partner. That being said, you know, on the other side that, you know, if Master's not able to engage them, they're also happy with that as well. So
Yeah, if you're Master, who do you go for here? Who are you looking at?
you want to go for the Montero that, you know, shoots who shot a sub, or, you know, has pretty good melee defense, or you go for Penelope that his main can also neutralize you as well, right? So
Yeah, it's quite
does
tricky.
get the assist kicked onto Penelope, so he might be able to set up here. Opts to chase for Montero instead.
He looked okay to chase Montero there, I suppose.
But he is getting knocked around. He's very close to an F. That's kind of the tough part of playing a melee character is if you don't get hits in early, even if you're tanking damage, it's you're not necessarily accumulating a half first.
Yeah.
There's the half now, but he's at 49.
I wonder if he's gonna use it.
They're pretty behind here. I would think he does. He does use it. So he's keeping cognizant in hoping that Penelope doesn't cut him. So maybe a little bit of a missed opportunity there to fully combo onto Gold, right?
Yeah, I think he sacrificed that damage just to play safe, knowing that he can't die in first. But he's gonna die anyway. Zalzite low?
I see Zalzite pretty low. And he's
So
gonna fall into
Chicken
Kubele
can be
funnels.
overcosted, but this is a situation that Chicken is comfortable playing in. Penelope can play back, so I don't think he's too worried.
Alright, he canceled out the second sub, but that's not a big deal as he's able to force out a Q-Blade burst. And there's the melee.
There's the
Look at that
melee.
melee reach, man. That melee reach is insane, even though he does fall there. So good recognition by Chicken to help out his partner at that point.
Master's still having a really tough time getting in on Penelope.
Yeah, he hasn't had a whole lot of success, and there you see partly why with that double sub into an assist. But now that he knows he doesn't have it anymore, see the effort from Master is able to get some damage onto Penelope. But Excellence does respond, forces an E out of Kubele. Oh, Master's able to get in here though. But on the same time, you see Montero juggled. Now, Zola, he's probably going to get an E if he does take damage, especially from Master just popping him. And on the other hand, you have Kubele and Master being very low here. Master doesn't have another F.
Yeah.
And despite the fact that Chicken is in Odysseus form, it's not like they're going to hard engage on this because if they mess up, they're just going to lose. So
This is tense.
I think from here, you might just want to like hopefully get a connect with. Oh, wow! What hit Chicken there? I'm not sure what got him. Because I was gonna say, oh, it must be Kubele funnels or something.
But he died in an explosion.
Oh,
So
okay. So Chicken saying the green lock assist.
eliminated his missiles, or he got hit across the map in green lock by the Simp assist, which is insane. Either way,
that's pretty
crazy.
insane considering I was gonna say that like they're probably hoping for Montero to catch someone with sub, just to try and finish out the game because the sub is so good and so reliable. But unfortunately, Chicken does fall to something that he wasn't expecting here.
So Stephen Lolby in chat say that looks like it was a green lock Chara assist from across the map. In which case, that's absolutely insane.
That's bonkers. But like, how often does that happen, right? So
yeah,
you're not hope to expect to see them recover from that because they were in control, quite possibly 80% of that game.
They were
70%?
very ahead. So, but give credit, Master. If Master can get beat up all game, and one burst turns the whole thing around.
Yeah, he got more mileage out of that second F burst, so
The second
go to
burst,
him for pumping in that damage. You see the classic sub again. I think the second sub got blocked by an assist, which is kind of wild. We'll see how much success Waika has this time around though, because it is quite tough to fight from behind all the time. Surely that's something that he's comfortable with, but it's also just good recognition to know that Penelope was looking for that landing though. AP engaged. Montero simps that out, but Kubele is there with the melee cut. Oh my goodness, what a good CSA. He's so good at that, eh?
Signature move, yeah.
E-burst from
The only
Montero.
Penelope that actually uses the charge shot.
That charge shot is very underrated. If you know how to use it, it's able to also. But as I say that, there's an F first from Master. Gonna get hit by Montero a little bit, but he gets saved by his partner there.
Excellent
job.
job
He just ducks under the CSA.
Kubele jumping in with the melee to stop Saul from neutralizing Master first. Very, very good job.
Didn't die in burst as Master as a result, so he's gonna get. If he plays his cards right, he might get 3, assuming that he doesn't take damage during second burst. Gonna get tapped by the assist there a little bit, but it's not a big deal. And you see Waika, he's not super concerned about actually going in. He's just trying to find an opening here. As you see, Kubele is pretty much driving the bus here and trying to find something for his partner at this point. No overheat punish from Montero as he was too far away from everyone else, but he does get caught by the Kubele assist. And so you see Zolze falling low again. Good sub into the assist. That's classic stuff from Montero, but that's exactly why you picked this suit into this comp, or why you played in general.
Oh, exactly.
Another sub connects onto Master here, so Wicca looking a little bit in trouble. He still has an F though. And there it is. He's gonna try to burn Zolzite here.
Yeah, and Penelope
Unable
says, okay,
to
go
finish
ahead.
him though. Okay, so
I think if
Cuba
you're
is actually
Penelope,
going
right, you're fine trading the life of your 2K for Master's last burst. Because Master's really only dangerous to you as Penelope when he's in burst. So you're totally fine with that.
They've shown they've been able to react to Master stepping in at all times, so he bursts from both sides. As you see, Montero trying to hope to end it, and he does on to Waka there.
That's the 1-1.
So they're going to go 1-1, and we're going to get a game number 3. Recovering from that that brutal first game loss with a green lock assist from Kubele. So who do you got for game 3?
Yeah, it's a tough call to make. We've seen great plays from both sides. Really impressed by Exos' reactivity with the melee. On paper, right? You gotta take. If you're taking favorite and underdog, the Penelope team is the favorite and the Master is the underdog. So I'm gonna go with the Penelope team. But the Master team is a very live underdog. You know, one burst can change everything.
More subs catching Master there. It's a tough thing to dodge. It's such a strong tool for Montero. He's got sub up again. I think once he creates space from this, he's going to use it, which he does. And it lands.
Yeah,
I think he's basically 2 for 2 so far. What a tool. You see Penelope trying to dodge it all he can, but he does flip and gets caught by Kubele there. As he's in now he's in Audi mode.
Yep. This might be a game where Chicken actually dies first. We'll have to see. Oh, there's
all right, sub catches again. So now I think Master's getting double locked here, and now what's the decision here by Waka? He's gonna use in the F burst there. Actually able to get Montero while looking at Penelope too. So nice on.
Get this one.
Oh, and the sub.
One more.
To catch the whip. Okay. But that's you're happy with that. If you're playing with Master, you're happy with that. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
So he's trying to edge closer towards a second F there. What a burst at that low. And if you're playing Master, you have to be pretty comfortable with stuff like that. You have to be like, okay, like if I'm low, I'm still gonna pull the trigger here. So this is his second F. He's probably gonna be the last one of the game. Montero's gonna E burst out. And you see Waka going in right now. He wants to finish this. He wants to get as much value as he can with this burst right now. Not concerned about the overcost here, but unable to fish a kill for Penelope. Good block into a whip. But Kubele does fall down here. So, again, a tough mountain to climb. I think it's unlikely that Master does get another burst here.
He's gonna have
I think if he gets to like 150 HP or so, maybe even under that, it's possible. Dodges the sub.
Doesn't dodge that one, no. Oh, okay.
I was gonna make a joke that they're playing bullet hell right here, and unfortunately, even though Master's able to dodge all that, Kubele was unfortunately not going to, and that's a lot of projectile pressure from that team, right?
Yeah.
The 2 subs, you got the main with the missiles and the sub funnels. It's a lot of stuff going on, and
that was a very noble effort.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very noble effort.
But yeah, like right there, there's just so much stuff coming in, and even there, you saw Master getting popped up by the Penelope missile. So.
Okay, so a 2-1 finish. We had a crazy game one there with a finish that probably we'll never see again in a tournament setting. But moving on, the Chicken and Zal are going to be moving on.
Yep. And we're gonna get
playing very solid.
We're gonna get Zal back up again, and we're gonna have remove Montero please back up. So They're gonna jump in here in momentarily, and we'll get started. And once again, remove Montero. Team is Spa Robo and the Brave Hero.
A little bit ironic, right? Like you go into your third round match, and all of a sudden you have to play against a Montero, and it's Chicken and Zolzite.
Yeah, this is for the fate of Montero and MBON. Remove Montero in. Montero really gets removed.
We'll see if they can put them into the losers bracket.
So if we see the double IBO comp again, let's think about the matchup dynamic there. What are they going to be looking to do against the very solid Penelope and Montero team? Definitely tricky if you're right.
Yeah, I think you might have to fish something with the tail's really good, right? But you see Spa Robo queuing up his Cubile.
Yeah.
I don't know. They might change it up, just knowing that they know what they're up against here. Interesting. So you probably know better than I do in what they like to run against that, because we see this Penelope Montero comp come up every now and then whenever they're playing other tournaments as well. So.
Okay, so Brave Hero does have a new Gundam. So it looks like they're kind of looking at this team and going, okay, I think we need to take a more neutral posture. If we just run in with double Barbados, we think Lucas is going to get kited around. He's not going to trade well. So let's see if this is the right call.
So they're going for a more neutral-centric game here, but I think the one thing that might be dynamic is New Gundam's fin funnel barrier and what you can get out of that. Right, so that's kind of the one X factor that they do have on their team, aside from Q-Blade just doing regular Q-Blade stuff. So you can see probably a little bit of a different dynamic here, is it's just trying to create separation and able to play neutral. But you see Zolzite again landing that side sub, and anytime you can fish that for 150 damage every single time, it's definitely in your favor.
Yeah.
Probably looking for a landing punish with the sub again.
Call a war crime button.
Still one charge on this sub, so you might want to get rid of it to start up the cooldown timer on this. If he does, Fin Funnel would have blocked that anyway. Should have landed it. I believe it's a ring property? Maybe? I don't actually know. Someone's gonna have to let me know about that one. I'm not. Unfortunately, I'm not really familiar with that interaction. But you do see Chicken into Odysseus already. He's getting tagged by missiles there. And he gets knocked down from both Cubile and New Gundam. Montero looking to be a little bit aggressive here. He's going to get punished with this Cubile melee, but doesn't land the full combo. You see a burst from Penelope there. Able to pump in a bunch of damage onto New Gundam. I think Zolzite's trying to probably reposition himself here and just, hang back here. Doesn't have to commit too hard. Lost a lot of HP in that Cubile exchange.
Yep.
And when you're Penelope, you use your burst, you're pretty happy with whatever outcome comes out here. Zolzite wants in. He wants to do some fun stuff here. But good on Chicken to also help secure that down. So you see Penelope go down here.
Yep.
Okay, so Fin Funnel Barrier does block this up. I just saw it block it. E from Montero, which he's gonna pop right now, and an E in response from Brave Hero.
Another E, yeah. New Gundam running E again. I guess Brave Hero just like E.
Yeah, traditionally sometimes you'll see F, but he opts for E in this setting. Not really a wrong answer, it's just a different tech. But you see the side of Brave Hero and Cubile running really low here, so... But Azunda from New Gundam is going to, a cheeky CSA. Knows he didn't land, so he just cuts it early here. All of a sudden he's starting to fall low. If he takes damage here, though, you wonder, even in Odysseus form, he might just pop Esperus just to accelerate that Penelope cooldown back. Able to land an AC into main, though.
Yeah, nice job.
Just trying to buy time here for this Penelope. going to probably be their win condition at this point. As you see Cublade go down, the Cublade is overcosted here. Now he's got Penelope. He's got to go with it.
Oh, he got grabbed by his own assist.
So Montero's gonna fall down here.
Yep, so no more burst.
But yeah, you
for
see Cublade at 27 HP. So Brave Hero's probably gonna have to do something to help finish up this game because the other side is looking super healthy here. E from Montero is gonna go in with double sub and it's gonna catch this Cublade for a kill for a win in game number 1.
Yeah, definitely an interesting match dynamic that time because, you know, early on we thought Penelope had died, the other team was relatively healthy. We thought that the new Gundam team is way ahead. But in reality, right, the problem was that the new Gundam and the Cublade were losing health at the same time and they were both low at the same time. So once they both died, because their cost regulation was messed up, it got Chicken's team right back in the game. The other thing is, you know, running E-Burst, you know, it's, yeah, you can flip out of some things and play defensively, but you're not going to have the pressure you need on a 3K to close the game sometimes, and maybe Brave kind of felt that at the end there.
He's still running E, though, for match number 2.
They're both running E, they're sticking with E. They're sticking to their guns.
It's the E Fiesta with Penelope on S, so a lot of a defensive approach here. Which honestly is fine. There's really no problem with that. But you've seen time and time again. You've seen Zolzlight able to land this up consistently. He does hit the bunker this time though.
Yep,
a little bit unfortunate. I think he might have got it. The bunker is undefeated, folks. Unless you destroy it. Sub again, he's gonna find this Cublade. Good patience by Zolzlight. He knows he missed the first one, and he's like, yeah, you know what? Like this land. I'll get you this time. You might have to bail out with a BC spin here. Which he does. Able to land it onto New Gundam. Tries to go for the Lance dash, dance or whatever it's, whatever you want to call it. So has one sub left. So you see, the other team's backing off. They're respecting the neutral pressure from this comp. Salsa's got, yeah, okay. He has to go over heat to dodge that. But he doesn't need to commit a whole lot into here. You know, Chicken is really driving this with the neutral pressure. New Gundam is gonna get his fin funnel barrier popped out. S-burst from Penelope. So he's trying to collect as much damage as possible. Probably trying to force his E onto Cublade. Does not. But he still collects 180. New with the E as well.
Yeah, so you can see the health regulation which is happening again. Cublade and New basically have the same health.
And at this point, it doesn't even matter which one you kill. The death order doesn't matter for in terms of, or the kill order, I would rather say, for Zolzlight and Chicken. They're happy to kill it whatever they want here.
Pretty much.
Forces an E as New Gundam try to protect his partner there. And right now, Zolzlight doesn't have to do a whole lot. They're ahead.
Do anything.
No, he can hang around and just pretend to throw out stuff, and that's totally cool.
He just has to boost hop around. That's it.
If he finds the right sub, which he does right there, they're gonna pull ahead here. And all of a sudden, Brave Hero's in a tough bind. It's tough to come back when your team is double E if you're behind. If you're ahead, it might be okay. And you see, they're taking their time. Penelope and Montero, you know what? Like, you've got to do something to beat us, right? We don't have to do anything special. We've earned the right to be ahead here. So Montero's going to go down. That's not a huge problem. He's going to accumulate another E by the time this match is over. Important to note that Chicken still has Penelope this whole entire time.
Yeah.
Right? There's so much value. Right? He still has an Odysseus. Which I think he might have it here. Okay, there we go. But if you think about it, almost 50 seconds left into the match, and that's when you pop into Odysseus. It's kind of wild. Again, like you can just tell from their posture, they really don't care. Like at the end of the day, like you've got to do something special for us to lose.
We're getting the cost
That
over
being
time
said-
over territory here, though.
That being said, are you happy with just a tie and replaying this match if you are Chicken and Montero here? And Zoltan, rather.
Looks like they're gonna try. And
There you go. I think they're like, you know what? We don't want to.
Let's try.
We don't want this to end up being a tie. Yeah.
Cubely, are you trying to force the tie right now?
I think they want to replay this, right? They don't want to go down.
That's
That's
what I'd be
not
doing.
pixel partner.
5 seconds.
Ghibli just has to survive here.
Force the tie.
They got it right? Okay, they got it. They got it. Alright. We're talking about this whole entire time, and then afterwards you're like, okay, like I think they gotta have a little bit of sense of urgency here because a tie is pretty much a win for new and Q-Blade, right? So now they gotta play that again.
Yep, that's a replay.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Yep. As long as
Gotcha.
it's consistent.
All right, guys. Sorry about that. We had to take a quick break there to make a rule calling here. So we are running with the ESL standard, and I think Japanese tournaments run with these rules as well. Correct me if I'm wrong. But the team that has the player in 4th place unfortunately loses on a timeout. So we actually had another match on the other side of winners. It was like that Pure Steve's team. Ran into that with against Mayu, and it was the same outcome. So we had to make a call there. So for the sake of consistency, we're gonna have to run with that. But we will review the rules again with everyone for the next one. So that's what we're running with for today. So we gotta unfortunately commit to that.
That being said, though, that was a pretty valiant effort to stay alive for that entire time because it's tough when you have a Penelope just breathing down your neck with S-burst and just trying to kill you.
Yeah, definitely. Really hard.
That's you know what? When you're in the in Q-Blade's position, there, like I'm not really having fun here. So, the fact that he was able to live is also a testament to how he was able, like his survivability, right? His ability to survive there.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
All right.
So I
we're
think
gonna-
we're used to saying, you know, Salzlight and Chicken can you move through? It's something that's happens a lot, and that's something that remains the same here.
Yep. So next up, we're gonna get Mayu and Ons and Extreme Fatality up next on stream. So obviously Mayu and Ons, we know who they are. Extreme Fatality is Sumeragi and not biased.
So more
that's
probably
Interesting.
yeah
Okay.
more anti-melee, you know, melee engagement shenanigans again on stream. So really it comes down to can Epion get the value? It's gonna be the same thing as Master and Q-Blade from before, right?
Yeah, and this
Yeah,
is
I think a big part of this matchup is going to be can Epion get in on how consistently can Epion hit Reborns?
And yeah, so this is the other side. So the last match was a winner's semifinal match. This is also a winner's semifinal match. So the winner of this will go to secure his place in top 4 here at Operation Crossfire.
All right, let's get started. We're taking no breaks. I'm excited. We're gonna keep the train moving. So we got Strike Noir and Epion versus the vaunted team of Reborns and Darkhound here. So it's pretty much keep away from Epion, right? And if you're on the other side, Strike Noir, you want to be able to help Epion, perhaps alleviate some pressure for him to get in. And at the same time, Epion's gonna also be able to help himself, right? This is a tough comp to crack. So Quite the Japanese meta team as well. I don't know what Reborn's got hit by there. That was a straight 45 damage. But you see Striker sticking pretty close to his partner at this juncture. Runs low on boost and just tries to recover with an AC and is unable to. But he doesn't get down, so I think if you're Noir, you're pretty happy there. MBON trying his hardest to engage onto Reborns, gets denied by both Reborns and Dark
Nothing
Mount.
doing. No luck again.
Does have Empress though, and he's gonna get denied by Gaga's and the sub there to finish it off. But he does have zero system. When you're if you're FPN, as you see him denied, like do you just try to bait out these Gagas, just and you gotta count them probably, right? Because it is tough to run into Reborns.
He's playing a little bit fast here. I think he just needs to kind of relax, cool down a little bit.
I think he's got this one. Oh, this whip does not connect, and he's gonna get Gaga popped out. If you're Reborns, you're pretty happy with that result there, even though FPN doesn't get down there. Running into overheat to get into Dark Count is unable to, but he does have another F. Probably gonna have to use it here. So he's gonna re-engage again, even though he popped F. Now he has a zero system, but he's gonna get denied by Reborn's Garo. Another important thing to note is Strike Power is also very low, in addition to FPN also being low. So
yep.
Double 3K is the win condition there, and they are able to succeed. And it just looks like, you know, Mayu and Atlas are able to just dice this up with ease here to take a game 1 victory.
Yeah, what to say about this game other than like Gaga's was the suit and Reborn's was the assist. Just looking for game 2, you know, so Reborn's was pretty much able to completely shut out Epion. So that could be a case of Epion's just trying to force it too much. He's just kind of going right in over and over again. So would like to see, I think Epion kind of has to go, okay, you know, deep breath, take it easy. I'm going to pick my spots better. And I'm not just going to run it at Reborn's and try and build bursts and hope for the best.
Let's see how they change their approach this time around.
It looks like a huge,
I think a huge sticking point here is the Gagas are just a tough out right now. So I think you'd like to see a little bit of whatever you can to bait out Gagas here. Garo into Strike Noir. So he's starting to fall. That's his first real damage of the game. And if you're Epion, still trying to get in on this, and you know, you think you know getting into Reborn's is difficult. Getting into Dark Hound is also
that's not easy
not that fun. That's not that fun either. Gonna whip a little bit on trying to defend himself, but Epion's able to use a super there.
We got a super in there
to collect some damage. Oh, and a good block by Dark Hound. So this defense is holding up for Reborn and Dark Hound, and also, you know, as much as they have the advantage here, it's also good on them for knowing how to use these things to their advantage. You see a very low HP F burst there, and he's gonna die in burst. Wonder if this is enough to turn the tides in this particular scenario. Zephion's still pretty healthy here.
Epion, it's always winnable. Always winnable if you have Epion.
The amount of damage and how dynamic that damage can be. There you go, APBC. Forces an E-burst from Dark Hound there. Able to collect some damage as a result with the main and the assist. Probably an input error with that sidestep, but he's able to recover himself there.
Nice job by Reborns.
Again, Epion is curiously low here, but he does land another super.
Okay.
Horn's flipping all the way out to the other side of the map.
No gun.
But again, like here's a tough mountain to climb as well. You don't have any more bursts remaining for Epion. The Horn's also get on low. Can he tech out of this though? He can't. Okay, he's gonna electric block here. Dodges the boomerang. but cannot
Oh.
dodge the main a second time from Darkhound there. But a valiant effort from Bias to pretty much sidestep all that incoming pressure.
Yeah, he was in Reborn's was in one-touch territory, right? Like Reborn's looked healthy, but Epion only needs to touch him once, right? It's like Potemkin Buster. You just get grabbed once, you lose all your health. So Epion works the same way. So definitely a closer game than it appeared to be, for sure. So a nice rally by Bias in the second half, or the second match there. But Mayuyu and Atlas, the perennial contenders, finishing top 3 every tournament they enter, historically, they will be moving on and winners.
All right, and speaking of winners, we're going to go right into winners finals here, and it is going to be 3 out of 5. So this is a winners finals set. We're going to get Zal's team versus Mayu and Ans. They're already in the lobby here, so
Okay.
Pretty sure they faced each other before countless times, so
Many countless times. If you've ever watched the Gundam stream, you've seen this matchup.
they're good matchups too. So this is also really exciting to see, and fairly meta comps, and then you see Chicken with who's very comfortable in Penelope, probably his best suit. So this should be a good one going into game number 1 here.
Plays Penelope, he wins, so you can't knock it.
So you're probably gonna see, try for each team to try to establish their neutral game here. Probably nothing crazy going on, but we've talked about Zalzite landing those side subs a lot, so that's something to watch out for.
This is a very different
Gonna miss
matchup for Reborn, whereas like in Epion, you can constantly move backwards and you've got the range advantage. In this matchup, Reborn actually has the range disadvantage. So you can see he's trying to potentially play closer and push it on Penelope. So if they just play neutral, Penelope's gonna win.
Does get caught by a CSA Lance, but nothing much is gonna come out of it. Although he gets hit with the side stuff there. So that's the first one Zalzite's able to land onto Reborn's. As Reborn's is close to getting a burst, he's gonna unfortunately whiff what looked like a Garrett there before the cooldown came back, so that's a little bit unfortunate. But he does get F here. Probably looking to advance onto pretty much any of them at this point.
Yeah,
He
did
sends
get
out the
some damage in.
defenses. So you're not seeing Atlas really, hard engage any of this, but he knows he has to burn the F burst at some point in this first leg. So whether it be by counter pressure from the other team, or if he just sees a good spot to use it here, which he will right now, onto Montero. Doesn't catch anything, but he still has sub, which he does spend there. Misses Montero misses the side sub, but he's able to burst and have another side sub again to collect a kill onto Reborn's here.
You're looking
That
for
being said,
Montero
Reborn's
first
hasn't
here.
died. He didn't die in burst though.
Correct.
I think, ideally they would want to go for Montero, which, Montero does die here.
And that's a good. I think that's a good trade for Reborn. You come back with burst, your partner's healthy, you got Montero, and you get Montero after that.
A little bit of a pretty neat dodging display by Atlas there to get out of harm's way, especially with a bunker under him. There you go. There's a burst from Mayu, but he does get popped up. And you notice that Atlas is stepping up here. You notice his partner is a 190. He needs to get burst, which he does now.
Got that.
Probably he's probably only going to get 2 bursts here. Probably.
Yeah, three would
But he needs to do something with it here. So I'm sure he would like to use this on to hit Penelope and kill him and force him into Odysseus. As you see Mayu going down on the side of your screen there. Nice CSA
nice landing on
to
it.
find damage onto Montero. Yeah, so he knows that he only has 1 burst left. He wants to just accumulate as much as he can here. Not concerned to try to find 3 bursts. I think he's got to go here now. As Montero's ready to go. And as you see briefly there, Chicken does also have an S-Burst, so I think burst management is going to be key here. As you see a counter burst from both 3Ks with 28 seconds remaining. Montero trying to find the kill, but a nice block by Mayuyu there. Let's see how Mayu can reverse this. The BC spin to make sure that he denies that damage, incoming damage from Darkhound. Both teams don't have burst anymore, but Montero unable to find a kill just based on Floration alone.
Oh god, 8 seconds.
Sub main. Oh,
he's gonna stay down.
He's literally he's just gonna stay down. It's gonna.
Okay, so
come
who
down
got it?
Who's in fourth? Mayu's fourth. So it's Zolzai and Chicken.
Okay.
Tough game. I think we mentioned about the you know, just, and this is a best set of 5, but we mentioned like how key those 3K bursts are going to be, and I think they're able to neutralize each other, and then it came down to just raw execution at the end of it, where what do you do when nobody has any bursts? It's like, well, you gotta be able to convert with your regular tools.
For Fusco, I'm gonna first attend you in Knifey Spoony after this stream.
So yes, we are going by GGB timeout rules. So whoever is fourth, despite it being timeout, we're not going to replay it. It's just whoever is going to be in fourth is going to be the losing team here. What a way to start off this this series.
Yeah, what's with all the timeouts today? Everyone's playing Nooch.
Everybody's down to play the timeout. I'm a big fan of timeouts. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of it. I like to see it every single time.
That's because you're
gonna get out of the wall here.
Used to going long.
All right. So back to the game here. Atlas starting to run pretty low here. Mayu sitting at 277 pretty early into this match, so already you're noticing that they're going to be starting from behind here. I think the onus really here is on Mayu to not tank a lot of damage. Like you saw a great CSA from Penelope there, but he does have a legitimately even like 50% burst speed, except not anymore. So this is a tough spot because what do you want to do with this burst, right? What even feels right to use for this burst?
Yeah, it's tricky when you're this behind on first life. It's tough.
Yeah, so Reborn's gonna go down here. Like even if you were to go for a timeout scenario, it's probably going to, you know, be them losing again. As you see, Atlas popping off here, collecting a kill onto Penelope, and he's raining the damage on here.
Yeah.
And perhaps here their win con is maybe killing Penelope twice here. Right, you put him into Disses early, and you know all of a sudden this doesn't maybe look as bad. Oh, I don't know how that first up missed. But you're gonna come and see a burst coming from Chicken. He's gonna collect a kill onto Darkhound here, and you see Montero doing the blade dance.
Big damage. 300 for 2K.
Montero popping out on E as well. Trying to collect a kill onto Mayu, and it's important to know he does not have an E. He spent the second one already. Chicken with the optimal melee combos there, though. Double sub doesn't connect for Zolzai. But here we are again, where they're happy with this. At the end of the day, you're gonna have to do something on the other side for Reborn and Darkhound to win out this game. And it might take a miracle like this at first. And unfortunately, even though he clipped Montero, Chicken's able to finish off Reborn's there. As Odysseus, he used a sub there to finish him off.
Okay,
so good on Chicken and Zolzai there to go up with 2-0 heading into game number 3.
And no changes. We're just going right back into it, it looks like.
Looking to put Mayu and Atlas into losers. These matches have been very eventful in not just this series, but throughout this whole tournament. But like this series it's been pretty hype, and they've gone for pretty long stretches of like the matches are considerably longer probably than the other ones. So despite Mayu blocking the first sub, Montero's able to catch him with the other one. And as also tries to go for a melee, he gets punished a little bit by Mayu there. But that's the thing that you kind of have to like have that muscle memory, that if Montero fires sub, you probably have to be ready to block it, otherwise you might be eating it. And even though he's reading the first one, I think Montero might be delaying the second one. I'm not really sure. Gundam's also be able to catch so many of these subs onto Mayu, and now all of a sudden Mayu's having a tough time. He can't really block in this scenario, but he does have an E, which he might be spending here just to get away from this, which he does. So now the dynamic's going to change for their team a little bit. They know Mayu's probably going to be taking the first life here, and it's the only Summer Reborn to try to regulate that HP now that he's playing as with only 520 for possibly the rest of the match. But as you see, Mayu's trying to read these subs. He knows that they're looking for this landing punish, and at the same time, throughout all this we've been talking, Penelope has hardly taken any damage. He's not even been put into Odysseus yet.
Yeah, it's tough. So it looks like you're going to look for obviously Montero first. That's the way back in the game, is go Montero, Penelope, and then either Penelope again or Montero. But easier said than done for sure.
Chicken's also, everyone's aware of this as well, so especially if you're Chicken, like, and you're a guy who plays Penelope that often, you know this is something that happens quite often. It's also with trying to go for the Oki setup, gets denied by Reborn's 2 main there. Does have a side sub available. Gonna spend one of them, and he's gonna get rid of the second one just to start the reload timer. Alice also being low, but like at the end of the day, like Montero is unlikely to kill you unless he has sub up, which he does have now. So trying to look for that landing punish, which he does. He's gonna get the kill. Yep. I feel like every time I say one of these things, it just happens. Which is kind of wild. I swear we're not match fixing here. I think that's it. Yeah, there we go.
The CSA finished the chicken special.
The chicken special, but I think the sub also connected onto
yeah,
to finish this off. So
a 3-0 there, fairly decisive result, which will send Mayu and Ans into losers, I believe, and
That's
Chicken
correct.
is all
And
advancing
we're
to
actually
grand final.
Yeah, we're actually waiting on the results of some of the losers quarterfinal matches right now. Right now we got Remove Montero Please versus TT Type 88, and on his team he's got Stickadoru on his team as well. They're playing right now, and I've got on the other side we've got Extreme Fatality, which is Sumeragi and Not Biased, versus Waka and Exilus, which are still playing as well. So. And looks like we just got some results. Waka and Exilus have moved on over Sumeragi's team, and they are going to be waiting here in losers semifinals, which is going to be a 1-2. So we're waiting for the other side to report as well. Oh, okay. So it looks like actually that's already been reported. Remove Montero, please. That's Spa Robo, and the Brave Hero have moved on. So winners semifinal is going to be Spa Robo and the Brave Hero versus Waka and Exilus. So that's going to be coming up very shortly here. We're going to wait for them to join here. And once again, thanks for watching, guys. Please remember, we do have a matcherino. If you guys don't know what matcherino is, it is a crowdfunding platform for prize pools. So there's already $200 in there from some generous donators. Won't say who they are.
250 now.
250 now. I know one of them is on this stream. So
2 of them actually.
2 of them. They're both on this stream. Ballers.
Wow, Mufasa donated. Thanks, Mufasa.
But yeah, so make sure you guys hit that up. You can use the promo code DHOC4, and it adds 50 cents to the prize pool for absolutely free. You don't even have to sign up for an account. You can just link your your Twitch account to Matcherino, and it is in U.S. dollars. So, for Canadians, that's some lunch money.
It's $1 million basically.
Yeah.
When you tell a Canadian that something is in US, automatically you get this gut-wrenching reaction. You're like, oof. You feel like you got kicked in the gut a little bit there. Every single time you try to shop for anything, but if you win US dollars though, that's a lot of Subway. That's a lot of Subway subs. That's all I'm gonna say.
Subway subs, chicken nuggies, you name it, you got it. You might even able to break a steak or two.
Maybe a lot of McDonald's maybe try out that BTS meal, which I found out was a thing for the very first time.
You could buy all the bags and the empty containers off eBay for overinflated prices. That's so ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah, people are selling them on eBay and Facebook Market.
Well, there you go. Maybe I don't know if that's going to cover it. This price point is probably not going to cover empty BTS meals, but it'll be probably something close, though, as we get into our next matchup with Weka and Exilus versus Brave Hero and Spa Robo as well.
Yeah, but just as a reminder, this is a 1-2, so these are semifinals.
Okay.
I was going to mention that you're seeing a little bit of a full repertoire of suits from this team. That seems like they're mixing that up all the time.
Playing everything.
They play everything, and they're not afraid to show it off. As they get the early lead against Master here. But as we mentioned before, with Weka, is like even though he's taking damage, he's gonna get an F burst faster than everyone to probably recoup the amount of damage that he's lost.
The early lead against Master doesn't actually exist. The lead against Master only happens after he's used his burst and doesn't kill anybody. That's a lead. But for Master,
Brave Hero's gonna have to try to get out of this.
Speaking of which, they're gonna neutralize it. Very good job.
Now they're ahead. Now they're actually.
Now they're ahead. We can say they're ahead now.
We can unequivocally say they're ahead. And Brave Hero does have an S. So even though he's taking this damage, I think he still might want to spend it here. Probably gain some elevation here. Spend the S. There we go.
That's fine. Yep.
I swear to you, I'm not playing this game here.
You can get one more. I think he's happy with dying first. Okay, now you're happy.
Yeah, that was so much damage on the Q blade.
You're ready. You're okay to die now. You've done your job.
When you're Weka, like you're being shut out like this, it's and Brave Hero doesn't really care. Like I did my job. Like I can die, and it's not a big deal. Like I'm accumulating bursts here. But that being said, Q blade is low though. Master trying to solve this full saber issue, and you have Q-Blade bursting, but does get knocked down. Probably has to wait out this E. I don't know if he's gonna get another E. It's gonna be kind of close. He's gonna go for this melee. He's actually gonna connect it onto Barbatos.
He's a madman.
Burst from full saber. I think he wants to finish this off against Weka. He doesn't want to kill Q-Blade. I think he wants this over with since double 3K. Barbatos really does. His two mains on there, unable to get a full knockdown until then.
Wake is going to be burstless now.
But don't underestimate his damage from Q-Blade.
Don't underestimate it.
Off of that. That wasn't even a full knockdown. And as you see, Full Saber is able to bail out his partner there with a 2v1. And that doesn't happen until you kill Q-Blade there, and then it's a natural 2v1 there, just finish off the deal. So.
So one thing we may not have thought about, right, and that really got shown off that game, is if Brave Hero dies first, right, and Spa is going to F-burst defensively against Master's second burst, you got to remember that Full Saber has the quantize thing, right? So he can almost completely negate Master's second F-burst just by quantizing through stuff.
Heck, he can even just stand still and be like, all right, well.
Yeah, he can stand still and be like, okay, that's your burst gone. I'm fine trading my burst for yours.
And as some people would call that's top tier privilege right there. So
that's top tier privilege for sure.
So we're just awaiting the for both teams to ready up here to head into match number 2. Again, these are fun matches. These are fun matches to call, and I hope everyone's enjoying these matches as well. if you're Waka, you feel like you're being shut out in all these, and it's like, okay, like psychologically, you just gotta feel like you just gotta shake it off. It's like this is a brand new game. I'm playing Master.
Yep.
I have to hurt myself to deal damage. It's okay.
Yep. It's the life I've chosen.
He's committed. And that being said, he does have a Q-Blade as a partner. He does have a solid, actually, you know, to help him out here. Exo's here is going forward quite a bit there, a little bit. Just with those melees, but doesn't get punished.
Running to carry.
Barbario's able to land
Punish here.
a punish onto Q-Blade here. It's a good read too, and this is going to be 302.
302.
I would like basically huge burst damage from my 2K partner, please.
What happened here?
He ate some BTS meals and he was like, look, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm here to collect damage. And at the same time, Master is
Meanwhile,
super
Waka
low.
has been in
Start
trouble.
off the start of this match. He's
No
gonna go down
burst
without
first
using
life.
the burst here. And Barber doesn't
Another combo?
is going off again. Forces off an E. This is incredible value as Full Saber is gonna kill him. An absolute landslide to start this first the first
They
portion
haven't
of
taken
this game.
damage.
Oh, I think there might have been some some connection issues or whatever. As nobody's really moving at this point. So we'll try to figure out what's going on here. I think they're trying to figure it out at this point. So yeah, it looks like a connection issue.
Actually, I'm not sure if it's... Okay, so it looks like they are saying the connection is unplayable and the other team is just going to forfeit. So we're just going to find out here, guys. Hang in a second there, and as we figure out what's going on. Hang in there, everyone. We're making a call. I'm going to set this to break real quick, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back. Sorry for the long wait there. Unfortunately, had to make a call here, so we spoke to a number of the teams here, and unfortunately, due to what appears to be ongoing connectivity issues and stability issues, we are going to unfortunately have to DQ the team. Remove Montero, please. But yeah, hopefully we can sort things out next time between now and the next tournament. But it is the nature of internet. The good news is COVID is over soon, hopefully, and we can go and play in venue tournaments. It'll be fun. But it looks like Weka and Exilus will move on to losers finals, and they will be playing off against Mayu and Ans Atlas. So, all right. So here we go. The teams are gonna join here, and then we're gonna get this show started. So you guys ready for losers finals? It is first to 3.
First to 3. Okay, cool. So, I mean, Waka's got a little bit more chances to try to establish that master as well, because you know that he's going to be going up against Starcount and Reborn's most likely. And even if they go after that, they gotta deal with, you know, Chicken's Penelope and Zolzite. So tough mountain to climb for them to try to win this tournament, but it's the life that you choose as a master player, and he's well aware of it, and so is Exilus. So I think we're just waiting on Atlas and Mayu to get in here. All right, we got everyone in the lobby now.
Yeah.
So just need Maya to. Yep, there we go. So this will be our second to last series of the day, and whoever wins out of this is going to have the dubious honor of playing against Chicken and Zolzite for the winner of this tournament.
Yeah, unfortunately, tough decision. It's hard. Just kind of going back and reviewing the way that the match was stopped was actually incorrect as well. The match was started already. It should not have been stopped. So that technically the team that stopped the match, stopped playing, should have been disqualified. However, that said, considering the circumstances of the situation with the bad connectivity coming from the at the time the winning team, it's kind of hard call. We had to make a call. So. We chose to let, today we're going to choose to let Weka and Exilus pass, but we are going to review our rules and how we're going to make our calls moving forward to make sure that we cover all the bases. So I appreciate the players' understanding in this situation. It's a tough call.
All right, we're going to get started with game number 1 here. Weka Exilus against some Mayu and Atlas. Be interesting to see what Master is able to do against this anti-melee team. He's going to eat with a sub there to start things off. But as I mentioned earlier, you know, probably have to wait out some of these Gagas. Good block by Reborns, but to no avail as he's going to get a Darkness Finger by Master. Good block for the Boomerang. And then able to reset himself in his boost. Now he can try to re-engage here again. Fixated on this Reborn, so looks like he's ready to just engage 3k on 3k and 2.5k on 2.5. But I think the other team's also doing a good way of maintaining distance from Master, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you're playing Master and you say, yes, I'm going to try 1v1 as Reborns, that's a bold choice, because Reborns is very... self-defense is very strong against Master.
Okay,
So
good
Waka's
semi-cut onto Reborns. He's going to have one at 129. He might have to burst here, which he does. Counter burst from Reborns there. But he's gonna get stuffed by this sub a little bit. Doesn't get a full down, so he's able to re-engage into Dark Hound, which he does. 247 into 287 with the 8-beat kick.
Oh, yo.
That being said, Cubelay is also pretty low as he tried to go into a melee with Reborns. E-burst from Cubelay gets stuffed, I think, by Gaga's there. And you see Wake trying to help his partner out and dies. Still gonna try to go into his Reborns, moves onto Dark Hound. As Reborns does go down by funnels, courtesy of Cubelay there. But you know, 744 for Master, so he's got a lot to work with. You know, he's gonna get another burst. So I think a lot of the onus is on him to, you know, to try to win out this game. As you see, Cubelay is gonna fall down here from Mayu. Whip to enter in, and he's gonna get stuffed a little bit by Dark Hound, but he has enough for a burst, and he's. I think they're looking for double
one connect. Oh, he's
the
gonna
whip
get
to
it.
call out
Dirty burst.
Reborns.
Wow.
Look at this damage. It's 299. Okay.
He needs one more.
One more, and that's it. Okay, that's not a big of a deal. He's on a timer though, because Cubelay's being hunted down by Dark Hound. He's got the E. He's gonna be on a timer here, and Wake's gonna make a decision to either protect Cubelay or try to finish the game. I think he's gotta go. He's gotta go for Reborns, and
he's gonna go.
Be okay with it.
Okay.
And as you see, like I said, he was on a timer. Cubelay was on a timer, and Dark Hound is able to finish it. So good on Mayu. Tough decision at the same time, because when you're a master, it's like, do you help your partner, or do you try to go for the win there?
And
Mayu,
and it's a tough situation.
Comfortable
going
Dark
to win on Reborns with no burst at a 1v1 kind of sounds like a loaded. You know, it's you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, right?
I think during that period, I think Wake was thinking about it, and Reborn said just because that one small period, Master was already a little bit too far away from Reborns as well to commit to anything. But we'll see if there's any adjustments made for game number 2. A reminder, this is a best of 5, first of 3 for our losers finals. Okay, so we got Striking War this time. So a little bit of a different look for Exodus and Weka here to try to solve this Dark Hound Reborns puzzle. Probably banking on you know, beam machine guns of his own from the pistols, and as well as a self-defense from the BC Anchor as well. So we'll see if that changes anything. It's also a question of how much does he practice with Noir compared to Cubelay. Good BC to try to go away, but you see that guidance from the Dark Hound CSA able to land anyways. And at the same time, Master is trying to find a way to get in on this team. Trying to be a little bit as patient as he can be. Okay, so he's gonna block most of the damage incoming from Dark Hound. Double sub into Reborns there to keep him off. I think he's just gonna try to follow Master here and just like play off what he does. Good block by Mayu to get all that damage coming in. And just a slight tap from the one sub from Exlos. Just doesn't have anything else left in the bank to finish him off there. Master's starting to look pretty low though. I think he's probably going to get pretty close to an F at this point. We know Reborns does have an F because he's that low. So I think he'd like to see Atlas.
Oh, Reborn's going down.
Reborn's going down, and I don't know if Wake was fully expecting that, because I think this burst doesn't look as great anymore, but he's going to fish out a burst from Reborns. And if you're Reborns here, you still want to take damage during this burst. And you'll probably be okay here. Garo is quick to catch Master there from above. I'm not sure if that's really intended for him. Noir with the E to try to bail himself out here. What do you do as a team? Do you want to just go for double Reborns here? And you're okay as Weka if you're just taking damage early on, because it puts you closer to a burst. But it also means that I don't think Atlas took any damage during that burst, so he's going to get another half burst at some point. Good assist into whip to force out an E. This damage is kind of negligible on Weka. He's probably fine with it, but he is on a timer yet again. Because once Q-Blade dies, he's going to be an overcost. Good whip for the confirm. Look at that damage that goes in. Oh, 298. I know he wasn't able to fully down Reborns there with that combo, but that's still 298 just off of that effort.
Yeah. Reborns have done a good job stabilizing the second life, though. Apart from that combo, he's doing good.
All right, I think they're both trying to chase Cube. Not Cube. Strike Lamar down, which they do get the kill there, and they're gonna get a Garo to go into Master there to finish off and go up 2-0 in this best of 5 series.
Yeah, tough one. You know, the problem with Master is a lot of the suits that counterpick Master are the top tier suits in this game. So it's really, the onus is really on the Master player to play super clean and super well.
Like as we mentioned, like it's okay to tank damage, but like at the same time, you've got to be able to get a lot of value out of it. And even though he was able to get some good melee damage with burst, outside of burst, probably not so much. And I think that might be the difference as to like, you know, the HP discrepancy here. But we'll see if they're gonna have to reverse sweep to get out of this 0-2 hole against a very tough Reborns and Darkhound team here. All right, let's try this again. Game 3. One more chance for Master to, or Weka and Exilus. Still sticking with Strike Noir. Trying to go for the down whip, doesn't hit, but able to hide behind the building. Make sure he doesn't take a whole lot of damage. He's gonna get hit with a boomerang confirmed though with Darkhound. Alright, this random tangle damage is not that big of a deal as long as he's able to move forward and not get down there. The one thing that's also complicating matters too is how far that flip goes for Reborns, right? You have the Gagas, you got the Saw, you got all this stuff, but the flip itself is able to create so much separation between himself and Master here.
So far.
All right, and you see, I think he was trying to fish for that Reborn's landing, unable to, and he punished in return. He does have an F here at 92. Good block. Probably going to try to enter here, which he does.
Oh, nice block.
Going to get through that Reborn's block. And doesn't get tagged. He gets tagged for like a whole 10 damage or something on Darkhound. So not a big deal. And you see them both at a relatively similar HP. Are the double 3Ks, but as you can see, Atlas is able to finish off Master.
Oh, that matters.
And then dump a lot of damage onto Exilus there. Garo has proven to be really good in this series for him, and all tournament actually. Hey, Mayu's got to get out of the sandwich.
Oh, nice.
Atlas bails him out with the sub. And a brief 2v1 onto Master. Master with the burst is going to get negated by this Reborn's melee. Whip. Oh, it does not. Unable to connect. But he will still get the kill.
Yeah, but no burst. That's a great impactful for the game. Likely will not get a second burst on deck for it to matter.
As you can see, we got a full E from Exilus, so...
Exilus got a full E, but any touch is going to kill him possibly before he can burst, so he's got to do it preemptively.
Yeah, he does. This is a long E. It's going to be a really long E, so... I think maybe one or two mains from Darkhound might not kill him with a defensive correction, but... Obviously, you still don't want to take a whole lot of damage, and we're down to double-digit numbers for both sides here.
Oh, that'll do it.
For Exilus and Master is... There you go, able to catch him on the landing there. So congratulations to Mayu and Atlas for making it into grand finals. It's a 3-0 to set up a grand final against Zalzite and Chicken there.
All right, and they're gonna jump right into it. They're gonna Zalzite and Chicken are ready. They're just like, okay, we're gonna start right now. So this is the run back from winners finals, and winners finals are a 3-0 sweep. So hopefully Mayu and Atlas can run a little hot here and continue their momentum from the last match here, because that is going to play a big part in their performance here in grand finals.
Not only do they have to, they've got to reset the bracket here too. So they've got a tough mountain to climb, especially being 3-0 earlier. So.
So yeah, Atlas has requested a 1-minute break, so he's gonna.
Fair. They played a lot of games, so.
Yeah.
He's gonna get a 1-minute Dota game in.
When you gotta go, right? Just don't ask me for a smoke break. I don't do those. It's an inside joke. I once had someone who showed up 30 minutes late to a tournament. Then, as they played through their matches, because they were late, they had to play it back-to-back, and then they had the audacity to ask for a smoke break. And I said no.
They're like...
I'm like, if you showed up on time, I would have gave it to you. No problem. But you held up the entire tournament for everybody. So, I wasn't so nice.
Vince ruling with an iron fist.
Yeah, that's why they call me Uncle Vinch. So the name Vinch comes from, it's a moniker, it's a play on the Grinch, because I'm the no fun police. So.
Hey man, I'm down. Like you've gotta like, you know.
Sometimes you gotta be a good cop and a bad cop. But on a random side note, Mountain Dew Baja Punch, it's a limited edition right now. Get this shit. This shit is fire.
Is that an energy drink or just regular Mountain Dew?
No, it's just regular Mountain Dew. I mean, Mountain Dew technically is an energy drink, right? I think in the U.S. it is. I don't know if it is. I don't think it is in Canada. But it looks like the break is done. They are jumping into the match here, so we're gonna get. Yeah, I gotta practice my plugs. You know, you gotta be shameless if you want to get people to give you money to run tournaments. You know, but I might have a trick up my sleeve for the next Operation Crossfire. So stay tuned.
Wow, what could it be?
Might have
imagine
some
we get a
free swag.
Mountain
maybe?
Dew. All right, game one of this grand final. So again, Mayu and Atlas have to reset this bracket in order to win this tournament.
Definitely have their work cut out for them.
So Mayu getting caught by the penalty missile, but yeah, again, like if it's anybody's they've got a strong team, and they're strong players to try to get out of this. So
yeah, and they've got the experience. They know Chicken. They know Zal. They played this matchup hundreds of times. So it's really anybody's.
So Mayu's just getting randomly tagged by these this missile damage here.
That'll happen sometimes.
So when they were playing winners finals, you were noticing Mayu was trying to block these subs a lot. He was able to block the first one and unable to get the second one. That one he got tagged anyways on the side, so that wouldn't have really mattered. But Mayu again getting tagged by random damage into confirms here. So he does have an E to start off this game. So
I wonder
we'll see if he's
going
gonna use his
the way
E.
that the way that Dark Hound moves that makes them susceptible to running into random missiles. I wonder.
Yeah, maybe just swiveling at the end, just accidentally getting caught.
Yeah,
Possible.
There's something.
Okay. So it'll be interesting to see if he uses this E-burst to flip out or something like that. And on the flip side, you have Reborn's really low. He's gonna get hit with a full. So this isn't cross boost. So even though you get a full burst, you're not gonna heal 50 HP. So this is a tough line. You have Mayu at a close to 100% burst. you've got Reborn super low, gets hit randomly by a G-self assist, thanks to Montero. And a brief 2v1 clamp from Odysseus and Montero there. And I was gonna ask, when are you gonna use, when are you guys spend this burst? And he does it right there. It's gonna be a really long burst. But you see that defensive correction putting into play there. He only took 80 damage from that, from 2 hits total. So high defensive correction for E. And honestly, I don't even know if he's gonna get another burst. I highly doubt it. So this is quite tough. You got perma Penelope mode at this point. Cheeky CSA doesn't kill. So he's sitting at 10. You got a burst from Reborns here, and it won't matter because Montero is gonna hit this side sub to finish the deal.
Okay. So if you're Mayu's team, right, at this point you're gonna be like, it may be too early to go back to the drawing board and switch suits, but we definitely got to approach the match differently. I think everything just kind of went wrong in that match that could have gone wrong.
Yeah, they can probably look at each other and be like, well, it can't get worse than that. So
yeah, that's the worst possible outcome.
And it certainly didn't. Like even though they lost 3-0, it was still fairly competitive. And one of them was a timeout, I believe. So, you know, and we're running by Japanese tournament GP timeout rules. So whoever's in 4th, that team will lose. All right, we're gonna head into game number 2 here, with Chicken's perspective. I don't know how much we've talked about Chicken outside of him, you know, hitting those CSAs a lot, but he's done such a really good job being very consistent all tournament on this Penelope. He's never been gotten off of this character, so.
No, he hasn't. I think every time he's played Penelope in a tournament, he's either won or he's come second. So maybe tier lists don't exist. Oh, who knows? Another
CSA charge right there. Going to drop 130 onto Darkhound. And those are money. When you're trying to play Penelope, a lot of people talk about the main, you know, and the good guidance on it, but like that CSA, if you're able to land it, it's gonna help you a lot in the ammo department to save up ammo. Oh, I don't know if he canceled that early. I don't know if he would have got that one, but that was close.
I mean, look, anyone can you can pick Penelope and Z and shuffle and just press main. That's true, but if you want to play Penelope in a tournament and win, you've got to start using CSAs like this.
He pops into Odysseus mode early. The important thing to note, because the one thing about Penelope that kind of sucks is sometimes when you get thrown to Odysseus, you have a half burst already. He doesn't have that right now, so he might be able to line it up where he has Penelope mode again and an S burst, which is pretty crazy here. But he does have an F burst from Reborns. And it looks like it's going to line up that way. It does, and Penelope is going to finish up Reborns. If you're a Penelope player, this is the best possible outcome. You get S-Burst as you get Penelope back. And look how much pressure he's pouring on, even onto Reborns. He didn't hit anything there, but Reborns couldn't do much after that. That's such a huge barrage. Main into Garo to force out an E from Darkhound there.
That's fine. You're okay with dying there.
But a lot of value coming out of this Penelope from Chicken here. Alright, a good block from Mayu. Able to get away from the double side stuff from Montero. Let's see if he can get away from his melee, which it looks like he will. And he's able to going to land a punish. Great job by Mayu there. Oh, I don't know. He might have got hit with that Garo. I don't know if maybe Chicken will lead. I'm not sure there. Maybe Mayu got away with murder there, but that was really good to bait out all that stuff and return some damage. Gets away from that CSA. And they're not trying to force us onto Montero here just because of the fact that it might compromise their positioning. You've got Atlas with an F to try to get that Montero kill, but he gets stifled by Penelope there. And all of a sudden, he doesn't have a burst to finish up this game anymore. A tough mountain to climb. So when you're if you're Reborns and you know Atlas and Mai here, not sure what you do to try to bounce back outside of you know, out of a miracle here. You guys see a E-burst from Montero trying to advance and try to finish off this game. And meanwhile, you've got Dark Hound mailing Odysseus here. And I'll be back. I think he has an S-burst here, so I think he's ready to run it down. E-burst coming in from Dark Hound.
Oh,
But
were those
I
funnels?
think
Yeah.
that's funnels. That's funnels, man.
Okay. We got a series, 1-1.
That's a big play from Atlas there. I know these are funnels. These are very strong tools in MBON, but like that's exactly what they needed to get out of this. Barring a miracle, right? So that was exactly what they needed to try to even up the series. But as Frog mentioned, we have a series. It's now 1-1 heading into game number 3 here. I would expect everyone to run the exact same team throughout, or the exact same suits rather, for pretty much the rest of the tournament. And if you're Chicken and Zal, it's like, well, it took all that for them to sneak out a win finally, right after what, 5 games. So, you know, they've got to win a lot, and they need a lot more of that in order for them to even climb back. So I think if you're Chicken and Zal, you're like, okay, well, we might have lost that one, but at the same time, they've got to take a lot of games off of us, you know, to reset this. So
That's got to happen 5 more times, right?
yeah, I don't expect any panic to come from the side of Zalside and Chicken here.
Nope. Cool head.
And as you can tell, Reborn's already sitting at about 30% HP here. And he's going to get tagged by this assist into a sub.
I was gonna try and hook him.
Already very low. And Reborn doesn't even have a chance to consider F-bursting there. As Chicken was like, yeah, you know what? You're going to start your second life with a burst instead. And I think Chicken is very happy to play back here for Montero. Montero's going to go in with that E, try to trade out some damage here. Important to know, Reborn hasn't spent the F, so doesn't have to here, as he's able to get a kill onto Montero. And I would say this game's fairly even here, despite the fact that Mayu just got hit with more damage. Reborn's denied of that F-burst with Montero BC spin. This is going to be a long F-burst as well, because this is practically full here. And he's got another E ready to go, moving into Dark Hound, forcing E from Mayu there to return some damage back. But if it results that you're okay, you know that you're probably gonna run 3 life Montero here.
Yeah, you're getting a 3rd life.
Getting a 3rd life, you're gonna get more E-bursts after this, should this game not come to an end here. Good block by Mayu, but it doesn't matter. It's the second one. Second sub always seems to catch Mayu there. It's a tough one. Penelope's gonna cancel that CSA and able to land a couple mains onto Atlas to create them the separation again. But you got Dark Hound sitting at 130. You know, Montero's got another life for this, so he's ready to go balls to the wall here and try to finish off this match. Like, none of this damage, he doesn't care at all. You know, Chicken's probably giving him the green light to just go bananas here.
Yeah, he's just saying go in.
Do your thing, and it's you know, if you get damage to finish up this game, great. If you die, that's also great. You also give me a burst meter as a result as well. Nice sub from Atlas to finish up the kill, but again, a tough mountain climb. You got another
Montero.
I believe 580 HP from Montero. You gotta burn through. Mayu's got an E, is sitting at 15 HP, so he's gonna have to pop that early, or else it's not gonna matter. So it's really for refilling boost at this point. As you can tell, Reborn's also has an F burst. E burst from Montero to try to finish off this game. Double burst here, and I think Atlas is gonna have to burst here. Got a quad burst going on here, so.
Anything.
Doesn't die though. Maybe a little bit of a guts correction there, but as you can tell, Trans Am is gone, so no F burst. There's no burst remaining here. CSA just barely misses onto Mayu there.
Neither player can survive getting sneezed on.
They're walking on a tightrope here, and it is possible still. Penelope is still running low. It's a perma Penelope here.
Health.
I think that is a play, but it does not happen. As Montero's side sub able to catch and get a kill there. Nice read from Zolzite, but yeah, it might have been a forced timeout there.
Oh,
and
timing.
should it go to a timeout? I'm not entirely sure what would have happened there, because the scoring would have been completely different. Because they wouldn't have been credited with the win points and the kill points there, so it would have been really close actually.
Yeah, it would have been close.
Wins.
I think I still would have given the edge to Chicken and Zol, but interesting to see what could have happened had that block not dropped at the crucial second.
Yeah, a lot of these games are going really long, and it's great, but we're gonna start heading into game number 4. So this is championship point for Zolzite and Chicken here.
Are you telling me Zolzite's gonna win a tournament? No, that never happens.
Are you telling me we're gonna pay him again?
Are you telling me Zolzite's taking my money?
He's the bully here. He's taking all our lunch money.
No,
Look how much
first
BTS
we went to
is
South
gonna buy
America for their money, comes north to Canada, takes our money.
And Zolzite's game plan is very simple here. It's just, am I able to land sub? Do I have it, and do I just throw it out here to catch these landings? And if you don't, you just reset. Not that big of a deal. Cancels the other sub, but it's not going to be that big of a deal. Zolzite, even though he's playing fairly close, he's advancing on the Dark Count. He's not really taking any damage, right? So good on him from walking this tightrope, putting this pressure on it. He's gonna get punished here. A little bit of a miscalculation. I think he thought he had extra. I think he thought he had extra boost for the assist there, but again, I was really low, but he's gonna pull an F burst during the Garo, and he's gonna go. His partner is at 562 here. It's hasn't really happened where their HP is really lined up to this way. So even though Alice has died, he didn't die in burst, so he's gonna get another burst here very soon. Narrowly dodges this Montero side sub, and Zolzite's going in. Catches him with the side sub there.
No fear.
They might run this triple 2K death strat again.
I think they're gonna do it again. They're gonna keep doing it.
They've proven it works, and
shown that they can deal with Penelope. No one's touching Penelope. So why wouldn't you run this comp?
I think that's also a testament to just how good Chicken has been able to play, not only as from a player standpoint, but also just on Penelope, period.
Yeah. I mean, listen, Zol's making a lot of plays, but he's making those plays because Chicken's giving him the room to do it. Like, Chicken's giving him 3 lives. He can take crazy risks. He has 1,800 health. That
It also goes to show
Chicken actually low this game.
Chicken's running low. He took damage in the burst there, but he does have perma Penelope.
Credit to Atlas there. Got in, yep.
We'll see what the death order would be here. I mean, because if Chicken doesn't die, he doesn't get another burst, I feel. Right. On the flip side, if you die, you go into Odysseus. So some tough choices coming in here if should they take more damage at this point.
Gotta wonder if Atlas is the double kill target here.
Might be a little bit too early to also think about timeout situations because of the fact that they're so low on the side of Atlas and Mayu here.
Yeah,
but at the same time, the other team's also really low too, so...
Yeah, this is tense, man.
Alright, so Mayu's gonna fall here. Not gonna catch the anchor, he's gonna take some damage in return, but he doesn't die here, so yeah, he's not gonna get an F for the remainder of this match. Mayu's trying to get the kill, which he does, and now it's a brief 2v1 onto Montero here. Side sub, he just stands there, he's like, hey, come at me. Well, I dish out side stuff to both people, and you know what? We're just gonna win the championship.
And
Take
that's gonna
everyone's lunch
do it, I
money.
think, right?
That was
Take my
hilarious. He just
money.
stood there. He's like, you guys can come walk in. I'm just gonna press the button. You guys are gonna die. So congratulations, Zalzite and Chicken, for winning another tournament again. And some clutch play from Zalzite and Chicken as well to secure the deal and give themselves another victory.
Awesome. So yeah, once again, that concludes our tournament, and it's been an interesting tournament this time. Lots of, yeah, you know what, the thing I find that's really fun about Gundam. Obviously, I don't follow Gundam on a regular day to day, in regards to the tournament scene, but just kind of seeing the meta change since we started doing Operation Crossfire. I mean, we started off with crazy, like everyone picking Exia, and then the meta changed for a bit, and now we're on a completely different page again. So that just tells me like the game still has good life in it. People are still trying stuff, and you know what? The game's not stagnant, right? It's like that's the hardest thing for a game to go through for a game, especially a game that doesn't get patched often, right? We live in a day where a lot of games get patched, they get balance patches, but I think Gundam's been pretty static since release, right?
Yeah, they're running on basically the final arcade patch with a couple of
Yeah.
changes.
Yeah, so I mean, to see that every time we have a winning team, it's been a different combination of characters is really good. So, but once again, Zal and Chicken winning the tournament today, going home with some big cash. But also Mayu and Alice coming in second, and Weka and Exilus in third. So we'll be reaching out for everyone's prize payouts, and then. But once again, thank you for watching. We're gonna be back again here in July. We don't have a set date yet, but we will sort that out very soon for you guys. And like I said, I might have some tricks up my sleeves. We've been doing. I appreciate the community coming out. Obviously, on Incendium's end, we do things like, hey, look at the analytics and stuff, and all the numbers are really good. And we spoke to a few companies who are interested in getting involved. So won't leak any secrets here yet, but hopefully we'll have some swag to give away for the next one.
Hey,
Yeah. So once
Hey,
again,
just-
exciting.
thank you, Ojama and Frog, for helping us put this on. We love working with the Gundam community, and of course, before we go, any last words from you guys?
I mean, it's fun to call games again. Haven't done it in seemingly two months or so. So it's good to get back, and we had a lot of good matches today. I hope everyone enjoyed them as much as I enjoyed casting them.
Yeah, this was a very sweaty tournament. Every team had a chance to win. Every team was here to play for sure. Great to be back casting, as Ojama said, and with COVID finally kind of getting our vaccines under control up in Canada. I think we have. I heard a news clip that we have one of the highest rates of vaccination now somehow.
We do.
But
Canada
we
Canada
should have
has
locals
one of the highest
back
rates.
soon. Interesting.
So,
Okay, so locals should
so-
be back soon. We should be streaming locals.
You guys,
it's gonna be
haven't
fun.
even seen our venue yet.
Yeah,
Our venue
exactly.
is hella hype.
I've seen some pictures. I'm excited too.
So it is not the traditional, small venue. It's a big venue. Lots of open space, lots of setups. So we're good on that end, even and a big stage as well. So it'll be exciting. But once again, thank you guys for tuning in and supporting us. Before we go, try to hit up that matcherino in the stream chat again as well. And yeah, we'll see you guys in 3 or 4 weeks for the next Operation Crossfire.
Bye everyone. Thanks for watching.
Bye bye.